The following footage of terrible acting from 2012 should have been destroyed in the fires of Mount Doom and mortar upon its inception. Instead, it survived because I have no shame. Viewer discretion is advised.
Oh, my feet are so tired. Where's the nearest McDonald's? I want to get there before it closes at 7. Good morning, everyone. Today is Sunday, September 13th, and welcome to episode 3 of Brucey Boy re-explores his childhood obesity. We've done elementary school, we've done middle school, and now we finally graduated to the big leagues. That's right, we're in high school. You know, they say a lot of people peak in high school. To that I respond, my name is Bruce, not a lot of people. But yeah, between, relationships, academic achievement, extracurricular achievement, everything downhill after high school. But nothing more prominent than my own body weight. At age 14, when I started high school, I was the heaviest I've ever been in my entire life, clocking in at around 175 pounds, about 5'10". I've already guessed body fat percentage, 22%-ish. And you're probably wondering, what microwavable meal does a 175-pound beast eat for breakfast? Well, surprise, surprise, we've upgraded a little bit. We're not doing just microwavable meals anymore. That's right. We gotta cook our own breakfast. And so I'll be back in 3, 2, 1. David Blaine, I'm coming for your job. But what we've got right here, classic grilled cheese. Why I had grilled cheese in the morning? I don't really know. I mean, the Moore's household's really, what's lying around in the kitchen? What can we make? Let's eat it. So yeah, my mom would make me grilled cheese a lot, especially throughout high school, and it was pretty straightforward. Whatever bread we had in stock, whatever cheese we had on stock. Sometimes it was mozzarella, sometimes it was cheddar, and we got really crazy Mexican blend. You don't even butter it, you don't even nonstick spray it. Toast, cheese, or I guess bread, cheese, bread. Let it sit there, smash it down with a spatula. Don't even put any cuts, just right there. And then of course, we still haven't grown up yet. Signature chocolate milk right here. See if we can get a nice cheese pull going on here, hopefully. Oh yes. Yeah, this was a classic little high school breakfast. Get the day going, get my 175-pound self ready for the day. So, here we go. Boom. Just simple, elegant, classic. Just how Mama Joy used to make it. Love that Shamrock Farms. But yeah, then at this time, Lilo and Stitch was off the air, so I couldn't really watch anymore. I think it was like Disney Junior, but like this time, so it was like Chuggington, which even I have to draw a line at Chuggington in high school. So instead I watched the news a lot. And in Arizona, if you want to run down how the news was back, well, in the day, and even still today, here's how it goes. Ready? Good morning, Arizona. Let's head over to the weather with Sally. Sally, how's the weather looking today? Oh, gee, Jim, it's a hot one. Gonna be hot again. It's gonna start off maybe about 85 this morning, but within the next 30 minutes, 110. And it's gonna be like that for the next 5 days. And let's see, high pressure system, make that the next 5 months. All right, back to you, Jim. Gee, Sally, wow. I hope it's gonna rain soon. Ha ha ha, joke, 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 joke. It's so hot. Here's a picture of the sunset. Ha ha ha, watch your kids around water. Yeah. Going insane. Well, once again, a very underwhelming breakfast. Yeah, it's pretty clear now how the transition to intermittent fasting was pretty easy for me because these breakfasts were nothing in terms of volume growing up, so it was the next logical step. Made sense. But yeah, that's breakfast for us there, and we'll catch up with you guys shortly. And for this episode, instead of recreating like a school day, we might go ahead and recreate like a weekend in high school, which is still highly sedentary, mostly video games. Oh wait, one more thing before I forget. Well, throughout the day, we will be sipping on our nice little gallon here of diet green tea with ginseng from Arizona. I still could not find the diet Lipton gallon. I did find the normal Lipton gallon, but not the diet one. And the normal one, way too many calories. Even I knew that back in the day. Like, when you can have 0 versus whatever, you gotta take 0. All right, catch up with everyone in just a second. All right, so it's been about an hour since breakfast wrapped up. And I think I finally figured out why I've been feeling way more full than, or more full or fuller. Why I've been feeling fuller compared to my 8-year-old diet. And I think it has to do with just the sheer amount of volume that's coming from this diet green tea, just keeping the stomach somewhat full throughout the day. I mean, we're already, I don't know, a third of the way through. It's only been an hour, so that might explain it. But I was still a little peckish when it came to food. Still kind of craving some solid food. So we've got our first snack time of the day coming up right now. And we're busting out a cult classic here. cheese sticks, those little cheese dippers. You know, they come the pretzel ones, or you get the Oreo ones, the Oreo cream, and of course Dunkaroos, which have finally come back. I absolutely loved these little dunking sticks. They had the ones that were like the full square crackers, and then just painting on the cheese was always just such an art form. I mean, coming from the kid who loved to do art with aerosol cheese, like not surprised that this would just be the next logical step here. Pretty handy dandy nutrition facts going on right here, but yeah, just empty calories. But hey, if it's up your alley, you know, more power to you, I guess. Aerosol cheese, prepackaged congealed cheese, they're all just so beautiful. All right, we got little mini Olive Garden breadsticks, cheese. Childhood. I was always super picky too. I had to make sure that there was just enough breadsticks and cheese to where you wouldn't have anything left over. All right, pretty clear. Another underwhelming snack here. That was a good time to just kind of talk about what happened between 6th grade and freshman year of high school, because 6th grade, middle school, I started losing weight. Well, not losing weight, but because of puberty, I grew a lot in height, so I started thinning out, at least aesthetically, and I didn't look too bad. I was, I guess, somewhat on the borderline of skinny fat, but high school came around, and for some reason, I don't know what it was, but in my mind, I was still in that I'm a growing boy mode. So, and you'll see this later, whenever we go out as a family to various restaurants, or I'd go out for like dinner or something, I'd always just kind of go overboard with the food. You know, this is when I started to realize that, hey, I have a pretty solid appetite. I can take down a lot of food in one sitting. Kept eating higher volumes, not the healthiest food, and the occasional Powerade here and there. But then, once the growth spurt stopped in high school, all the growth went out this way, not so much this way. And then the weight started to skyrocket, and then I started to become hyper aware of how I looked without a shirt on, constantly sucking in my stomach whenever I had the shirt off, and always preferring to just, you know, swim with my shirt on and whatnot. With that awareness of how I looked, I started to become more active in a way that I enjoyed, which we will now see with this upcoming little activity. So, okay, wow, this lighting is absolutely atrocious, but hopefully we can fix it in post. But yeah, so I've been hinting at it throughout the entire day, you know, talking about how I started to get a little bit more active as I got older, realizing, hey, maybe I do need to do a little bit of this whole exercise thing. I've been avoiding it for so long, might as well give it a try. And so the way that manifested itself at first came with by far the best exercise potential video game out there. Yes, this does beat Wii Fit. I'm talking about the Just Dance series. Oh my goodness, this was and still definitely is my absolute jam. You bust this out of parties, I will go off. And I don't mean to brag, I am a multi-time world Just Dance champion, you know, just a little, probably my proudest achievement ever right there. But yeah, in 2012, Just Dance 4 came out. The only way I got my cardio for the longest time was through Just Dance. I do about 30 minutes every single day, an hour if I felt really crazy. So we'll go ahead and pop in the disc, turn on some tunes for about 30 minutes, and I'm actually intrigued to see how many calories I burn. Remember, always wear protection. There are some serious bops in here. All right, let's go ahead and get to it.
Montage.
Okay, that was a ton of fun. First of all, look over the Fitbit stats right here. So, looking at a total of 286 calories burned over with 7.7 calories per minute. At the end of the day, cardio, you gotta do it, but make sure you're having fun. Because Just Dance was always like, for a kid who has 2 right feet, very doable. I mean, you can do it from a couch if you really wanted to, but what's the fun in that? But now with like the newer Just Dance games, you actually have to be good at dancing, which is a serious issue for me. But yeah, that's our cardio for the week. It's about 11:36 right now, so we'll go ahead and pick up our lunch and catch up with everyone in a second. I am very excited for this lunch right now. Just past 1 o'clock, still Sunday, September 13th. Wow. Just Dance really takes it out of you. So my family and I, at least once a month, we'd make the trek out to one of our favorite chain restaurants in the world, Red Lobster. And whenever I went to Red Lobster, I'd always order the Admiral's Feast. Oh my goodness. I mean, even to this day, if you have feast at the end of whatever you're serving, I will snatch that up immediately. That just, oh, it sounds so good. So, what is included in the Admiral's Feast, you may ask? Well, first we got all our sauces going on here. Oh, so much plastic. Okay, in the Admiral's Feast, what we've got here is some fried shrimp, fried fish, fried clams, fried scallops, and then you get a choice of 2 sides, and I am that kid who gets both French fries and then a side of mashed potatoes, because you can never have enough starches in your diet. And then to drink, well, you guys are going to be thoroughly surprised right now, we have water. That's right. The one thing that convinced me to drink water is that if it is free compared to all the other drinks. Of course, though, we had always ordered for like a cajillion different lemon slices, though, so it didn't really taste like water at the end of the day. It still tastes like lemonade, so we've got some sparkling lemon water right now. But I remember this just gave me so much pride as a kid. Being able to just look the waiter right in the eye and say, yes, I want the Admiral's Feast, all for myself. And then they had this little tinge of doubt in the back of their eye, like, I don't know if this kid's gonna be able to finish it. And you know what? I did every single time. Of course, though, it is not a Red Lobster meal without starting off on these beautiful Cheddar Bay biscuits. Oh my goodness, 150 calories of pure beauty. If you don't think that Red Lobster offers the best free bread in the industry, then you are just dead wrong. You need to reevaluate priorities and just figure it out. I'm gonna need a moment, hold on. It is really just like biting into cotton candy, but it's rich, just the right amount of butter, just the right amount of cheddar. You could just only go to Red Lobster and eat those Cheddar Bay biscuits. Wow. My strategy was always 2 Cheddar Bay biscuits before the meal comes, and then 1 to finish it all off after the meal. So we'll do exactly that right now. Oh my. Thank you. Now let's dig into this Admiral's Feast here. French fry, nothing super special right here with the French fry. There we go. Yeah, it's a French fry. The potato who avoided the deep fryer, little mashed potato action. Ooh. Oh, it's dense. Oh my goodness. Whoa, surprise right there. That was good. Whoa. Red Lobster, mashed potatoes. You know we gotta try it. French fries actually took away from the experience of the mashed potatoes. And of course, we got Walt's famous fried shrimp here. And of course, we've got our clams, which my dad always called worms growing up to freak. I don't know if people call them worms, but it could have just been a freak my sister and I out. Didn't dissuade me, though. And we've got our nice little piece of fish here. Good flaking action going on. I think it's cod. Just enough salt there to where it's like, oh, this could have totally been caught in the ocean that's located in Arizona. But not too much to where you're like, oh, this thing went bad a while ago. And then rounding out the bunch here, we've got our scallops. There it is. Perfect balance between sweetness, saltiness, A+ job. So yeah, most disappointing thing here so far was the French fries. Fish and chips, you'd think they have better fries, but surprise, surprise, the mashed potatoes. Wow. So if you ever go to Red Lobster, and you want a side, you want to be a little bit on the carb heavier side, get the mashed potatoes. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy this now. Work on some more projects here, and then yeah, enjoy. I don't know if you guys also did this as a kid too, but now I bounce between different, components of a meal. But when I was a kid, I'd always start with the thing I liked the least, eat that, and then you'd always save the best for last, So like in this meal, you start with the French fries, and then the mashed potatoes, then you get into your main little courses here. And in classic Bruce fashion, we are all out of ketchup halfway through the meal, so I'll be right back and grab some more ketchup. And we are back, fully loaded with ketchup again. It's funny now too, I find these random bits where it's just straight fried breading, and those were the ones that excited me the most as a kid, and now they just kind of low-key disgust me. Alright, well, my palate's changed a lot since the age of 14, so we'll see if I actually enjoy this tartar sauce. It does nothing for me. Like, oh, it's not terrible, but like, as with most condiments, it just kind of does nothing for me except adds calories and kind of like distracts from the actual flavor going on here at the fish. So, excuse me. Yeah, no, still not a big tartar sauce fan. And now, to cap this all off, one final beautiful Cheddar Bay biscuit. There's no better way to end a meal. Yeah, there we go. Admiral's Feast, destroyed. I would have killed it at Battleship. Yeah, on most weekends and after school, if I wasn't drowning in homework, thanks IB program, I'd mostly be playing video games. Some of my favorite video games around this time was Sims 3. This is when I started really getting to Assassin's Creed, which I still absolutely love to this day. And then Wizard 101, of course, too. Honestly, if you gave me a chance, I'd probably delve right back into the Wizard 101 world, because that was a super fun blast. And then originally for this video, I was going to go ahead and show me playing Mario Kart, but that's kind of boring, and take it from me, I would have won every single one of those races against those computers, so it wouldn't be that exciting. Plus, the Cardinals are having their opening game this year, so you're going to see the beginning of a Super Bowl run for the Arizona Cardinals. So I will check back in with you guys at halftime from that game. So be back in a second. Oh, of course, update on the tea. We're still chugging along here. All right, see you guys when it comes for our second snack time of the day.
A few inches later.
Not a bad first half, down by 3. I got hope. Super Bowl run starts today. Super Bowl championship run starts today. We've got ours an iced tea right here, nearly done. Heck, why not we just finish it during snack time? And what exactly do we have for a snack today? Well, this day's been full of surprises. From an unmicrowaved breakfast to a actual somewhat session of exercise, we've now got a healthy snack going on here. Apples and peanut butter. That's right. Who would have thought I would have been having apples and peanut butter while it would be pretty crazy. My mom would always have this ready for us at the go. We have this Jif, not GIF. Jif. That was also proven too, by the way. We'd always have the Jif peanut butter packs, but I didn't want to buy that because there's like 12 in a case, and that was just like unnecessary investment because I'm all about that powdered peanut butter life now these days. But we do have some RX butter packs here. This one's going to be an almond butter, but look what we got. And of course, our signature apple in this household, always the Fuji apple. Actually, I've always loved peanut butter throughout my entire life, and I still am a firm believer that literally you put peanut butter on anything and it is immediately edible. There we go. A little almond butter, apple, nice and healthy after school snack. To all the people who have nut allergies, I'm sorry. You always try so hard to be efficient with the peanut butter to apple ratio, but at the end of the day, the peanut butter just takes a grasp of your mind. You just lose all control. Your animal instincts just kick right in, and you're always left over just one naked slice of fruit. Yeah, I guess this could constitute a healthy snack, but when this entire thing was still 200 calories of mostly fat, 20% of our daily recommended fat here, and considering what I just had for lunch and what I will be having for dinner, snacking once again is looking like the silent killer of this diet right here, among many, many other things and decisions I've made thus far. But yeah, final little time check here, 3:04, still Sunday, September 13th. Finish up the Cardinals game, maybe, depending on how it goes, could lead after the third quarter. Pick up our dinner, and then we'll go ahead and call it a day. So catch up with everyone in one quick second.
Moments later.
The boys did it. We won. First time we've won our season opener, I think this is since 2015. And then first time we've won of September since 2017. But if there's one thing you learn from being an Arizona sports fan in general, it's to never get your hopes up. Because just like in high school, when you peak, it's all downhill after that. Anyway, to celebrate a victory by the Arizona Cardinals, there's only one way to do that. You all know. We've got to eat fresh. And yeah, sticking with the theme of deceptively healthy food, Subway, as I was starting to realize, okay, maybe I should start being a little bit more healthier, doing Just Dance, maybe eating a little healthier as well too. Subway was my go-to. They had the whole Jared marketing era where Jared lost all this weight. Turns out he was a pedophile as well too, so forget about Jared. We don't talk about Jared anymore. But anyway, I always managed, in classic obese Bruce fashion, to find the unhealthiest option at any fast food chain. We had the Admiral's Feast Red Lobster, and now we've got our Subway order here. So the order was always this: Italian urban cheese footlong, meatball marinara, Swiss toasted, because as we say, if you're not getting it toasted, what are you doing? And then spinach, red onions, and light mayo. Deceptively healthy once again. Light mayo, had a little bit of spinach, had a little bit of red onions. Veggies were in for the day. It was great. Little did I know, though, it was still a whopping amount of calories. What are we at? Oh, probably over 1,000 calories, I think. Let's be guesstimating here. So first, get some final sips for tea in here. Refreshing. Smells like my childhood. Oh my goodness. There it is. Oh, we lost a piece of spinach. What a shame. But there she is. Meatball marinara, Italian herb and cheese. No food goes to waste on this channel. So yeah, here I was thinking I'd be losing weight, just like he who shall not be named back in the day. But little did I know, I was just filling my obese body with more and more unhealthy goodness. It's great. Just the marinara sauce, the beef, a little bit of that mayo, and I know I mentioned earlier peanut butter. Put anything on peanut butter, instantly edible. Well, I remember very distinctly back in the 7th grade, I think, sitting outside one day, talking to some friends, that I would eat a shoe if you put mayonnaise on it, because I thought mayonnaise was the cure-all condiment. Once again, the worst condiment for you. Probably after like lard, duck fat, and whatnot. Oh my goodness, this is just so filling. It's amazing. Carbs were really just the star of today, between the mashed potatoes, cheddar bay biscuits, and now this Italian herb and cheese. Like, wow. And just like back then, I'm thinking to myself right now, I could totally go for a second one. But speaking of carbs, it is now time for everyone's favorite carb, sugar. That's right, it's not an obese Bruce's diet without ending the day with some nice sweet desserts. And since we went to Subway, of course, after eating a foot-long meatball marinara, you're thinking to yourself, well, that was healthy. I guess I can allow a little bit of sweets to enter into my life. So, without further ado, we've got my 2 favorite cookies growing up to get from Subway. The white chocolate macadamia nut, and then M&M. M&M was really the third one though. Number 2 was the white chocolate raspberry, which they didn't have today, big sad. But nonetheless, still 2 very great options for us. Oh, I can already tell this is going to be soft. There's our white chocolate macadamia nut. Kind of borderline too hard on the outside, but then once you bite down just a little bit more, soft and chewy right there on the inside. Oh my goodness, this is hitting the spot so much right now. Good little Oreo M&M action going on. Sorry, I'm gonna need a moment here, hold on. We'll check back with you guys once I get final macros all calculated up for the day. I'm just gonna transcend this plane of existence for a brief moment, so stand by.
Later.
So looking at the total macros and calories for the day, we're looking at just under 4,600, 4,598 to be exact. And I think the theme for today's diet was really deceptively healthy food. Admiral's Feast, that was clearly unhealthy. Like, when you fry everything on the platter, of course, you're asking for some trouble. And then, of course, too, with we had the peanut butter and apples, which, you'd think would be pretty healthy, but we're looking at about a 300 calorie snack there. The chocolate milk in the morning, also 300 calories. And then finally, too, we had our Subway, which, you can eat fresh if you get a 6-inch and it's a healthier, leaner meat, and you mostly stick to vegetables, which still delicious regardless, but the meatball marinara with light mayo, Italian herb and cheese, and footlong, not the best combo. So at this point in my life, I was definitely aware of the need to lose weight, but I was far from going the right way about it there. Overall, though, I was very satisfied throughout the day. I mean, kind of hard not to be with 2 massive meals, and I'm still able to go to places like Red Lobster or Subway or just eat out in general and still have a healthy time and feel good leaving the restaurant, not super guilty or anything like that. And there are many ways to go about doing that, but I just don't know if, once again, going back to the first episode, how many kids are really aware of that, how many parents are actively trying to teach their kids these values. Like, you can only live off of chicken fingers and french fries for so long before you start either getting healthier or going down this road I was going down where we just double the amount of a kid's meal and call it an adult's meal. Yeah, I'd go more into, my journey out of obesity, but we'll save that for the final episode of this series here, where right now the plan is to go ahead and recreate basically a full day of eating, but healthier options. We'll see how that goes though. But otherwise, this really ends the obesity journey here, age 14. And then age 15 came around. My dad came to me one day and he said, "Bruce, I got you a personal trainer." And I was like, all right, we'll see how this goes. And here we are today. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what your go-to Subway order is, if you can eat Subway. And also let me know, too, why the Cheddar Bay Biscuit is the best free bread of any chain restaurant out there. If you say otherwise, you're just wrong. I hope you guys have a fantastic day wherever you are, and I will catch you next time. Peace.